Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Tennessee adds their fifth commitment in the class of 2025, their second commitment on the offensive side. Position of need here for Tennessee, adding four-star tight end Jack VanDorselaer. A huge commitment here, coming out of nowhere. You can see there on the screen on Twitter, committed to the University of Tennessee, 6'5", 230-pound, four-star tight end. This kid does not look like a high school junior. He looks like he is college ready, in shape, big physical kid. You want to talk about grading, you want to talk about numbers, comes in on the On3 industry rankings at a 90.73. You want to compare that to some of the guys in the class of 2024, right around the range of Edwin Spillman, Max Anderson, William Satterwhite, a few guys that we're pretty excited to have at the University of Tennessee. You want a similar comparison at the tight end position, you can look at Ethan Davis in the class of 2023, graded out at a 92.83. I love the quote that he gave VolQuest when Jack VanDorselaer committed to Tennessee. He says, going through the process, I was looking for a place that feels like home, but at the same time, a place I know the coaching staff has my back and a place where I would be proud to represent the T on the side of my helmet and wear the colors for the rest of my life. That's why I picked Tennessee. Living in Knoxville, I really liked the town also. Those are the main reasons I picked Tennessee. Now, he's in Texas now, but he has resided in Knoxville in the past. I think he still has some family in Knoxville currently. But I love that quote, talking about a coaching staff that has his back, the culture. That's something we throw around a lot when it comes to Josh Heupel, and sometimes we start to bicker and we start to complain and we start to talk about not landing certain guys in the transfer portal or not targeting certain guys in the transfer portal. Then we look back and we see a quote like this, and it excites me. It excites me about what Josh Heupel is doing. We know the tight end position is a position of need, right? You're losing Jacob Warren. You're losing McAllen Castles. Jonathan Eccles flips and goes off to be with Coach Golish. You got Ethan Davis and Hunter Salmon coming back on this football team for 2024, adding Holden Stace, the number one tight end in the portal. Absolutely huge. You scrambled and added Cole Harrison, three-star tight end in the class of 24. But as we move ahead, we start to focus on the next year. Some people say, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Boogie's talking about recruiting again. Yes, because you recruit every single year. It never stops, and this was a huge win for tight ends coach Alec Ablin, kind of launching this class of 25 at a position of need. We're going to get into it. We're going to break down the game of Jack VanDorselaer coming up here in just a moment. But as always, guys, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up just below this video. It is quick. It is free. And it's easy, and it also helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't talk at you. We talk with you. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. I am live every single Tuesday night. We play some NCAA 14 revamped, but we talk all things Tennessee football every day of the year. We're talking Tennessee football, so get dialed in. But let's take a look at it. Let's look at the profile on the screen here. Again, a four-star tight end, top 250 player nationally. Comes in at 216th, 12th ranked tight end in the country, 6'5", 230 pounds. Again, I like the size. This kid does not look like a high school junior, right? He's going to be going into a senior year of football, and it's something that his high school coach is excited about. We'll get into that in just a little bit, but I think he's going to have an opportunity to really show off his ability as a pass catcher this upcoming senior season. Had over 25 offers. He dropped his top 9 back in July, and you can take a look. It's a who's who, right? You talk about committing to Tennessee over TCU, Michigan, Oregon, Baylor, Miami, Texas, USC, and Alabama also were included in his top 9, but ultimately he chooses the University of Tennessee. He wants to rep that Power T. That's something we don't hear a whole lot anymore in this day and age. We want to talk about NIL. We want to talk about money. It's not always about the bag. Sometimes it is about school pride. Sometimes it is about relationships. More times than not, that's probably what it is about, relationships. I received an offer from Tennessee back in January while he was on a visit. Then he also came back in town for the South Carolina game, and that's a game we've talked a whole lot about, right? That South Carolina game, dark mode, night game, hostile environment, revenge on the mind of every single Tennessee fan across the country. We showed up, we showed out. It was an electric environment, and we're hearing a lot of the kids on those visits for that game talking about that environment. Now, this was from an article over at 247 Sports. He said that Tennessee likes just how aggressive he is, his athletic ability for both the passing game and also the running game. I'm going to let you guys take a look at the film yourselves. You guys make up your minds what you think. I like this tape. I like the film, and again, I don't pretend to be some expert or insider, but I like what I see here, and he shows you a little bit of versatility. He shows you his ability to run block here. You'll see later in the video his ability to catch passes. He shows something on special teams right here, right short kick. Watch the speed. He just looks bigger, faster, stronger than the other guys on the football team. But I was doing a little bit of research. He has all the tools in the toolbox that you want for the tight end position. He's got the ability to be a pass catcher. He's also really good at run blocking, and some, doing my research, looking around, some consider run blocking to be the strength of his game. And we hear Coach Jay talk about it all the time on this channel. If you're going to play for Josh Heupel at the tight end position, you're going to play in this offense, you better be willing to block. That's not just tight end. That also goes for your wide receivers. This from his high school coach, South Lake, Texas. Head coach Riley Dodge spoke on him and said, I think it's two-sided. I think we have to get him more involved in our offense. He says, we've got some weapons at wide receiver, but we pressed the issue last week, and he, talking about Jack, had a 91-yard touchdown reception. I think a lot of people forget he hasn't played a lot of football. He started playing at the 8th grade level, went from swimming to football. It was kind of a culture shock. Says his best football is so far out in front of him, it's not even funny. As a route runner, he's starting to figure out how you set people up and why we do the things we do. He goes on to say he is getting there. Now, something to keep an eye on, I think, is his senior season of football, and that's because 3 of the top 4 wide receivers at South Lake High School are off to college football. So they are losing a lot of production in the passing game, and I think that's an opportunity for Jack VanDorselaer to step up and make some plays. So we will see how he continues to develop as a senior. But again, this is a guy that was sought after by Alabama, by USC, by Texas, Baylor, Oregon, Michigan. So he has an offer list that's pretty dang impressive. Scouting report from the director of scouting and rankings at On3, Charles Power, says he is a very versatile tight end, one who I think can add a lot of different things within an offense. He plays all of the formation at South Lake, both inline and attached as an H-back. You'll see that at Tennessee, obviously. Got a very well-rounded skill set. First off, pleasant surprise as a blocker. He blocks with great technique, gets underneath defenders and creates a push, moves well at the second level, in addition to his receiving ability, which I think is promising as well. He can run routes, natural pass catcher, shows good athleticism after the catch. So, again, that's the scouting report from Charles Powers over at On3. I'm excited about this kid, man. Kind of came out of left field, was not expecting a commitment today. But, again, when we sell this channel as not experts, not insiders, that's what it is. Sometimes maybe I don't have my finger on the pulse, but we'll jump on here and we'll talk about it as soon as we get the news, and that's what we're doing here as Tennessee adds the 5th commitment in the class of 2025. We're going to continue to keep you guys up to date on everything going on with the transfer portal. The offensive tackle from Kansas, Reed Adams, had a good visit, and then he's off to Texas A&M and pulls the trigger. He has committed to Texas A&M. Another kid worth talking about, Jalen McMurray, the corner from Temple. Sounds like, according to VolQuest, that Tennessee is taking a pass on him. So he comes into town for the visit, whatever it is, whether it was sitting down, having conversations, watching film, something physical, medical, no idea what's going on there, but that one is off the table as well. Still holding out for Lance Herb, the offensive tackle from LSU. What happens there? Another one to keep an eye on, the offensive tackle from UNC, Diego Pounds. Now he's on a visit to Ole Miss right now, supposed to be coming to Tennessee. We'll see if that visit takes place, and then we will keep you guys up to date moving forward on that as always. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. Do me a favor, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. That link is in the description below. And quick shout out to the members, man. You guys like the content, the videos, the live streams, the community aspect here. Whatever it is you like about this channel, you want to keep it rolling, hit that join button down below for $1. Just $1 a month. You are supporting this channel, keeping it moving forward. It's for the fans, by the fans. It's also fan funded. So thank you to every single member that supports this channel. But that is going to do it for this one. Don't forget to join me Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, for NCAA streaming and having a good time talking Tennessee football. But this is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.